Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, about tag on I got it in the bag, man, getting all type of cash, I'm a general truth. I never did anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's...
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Being chased out left. This is Bell on the dump off. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. These two teams had not one but 2 memorable encounters a year ago. Their first one was Week 5. That's when Ben Roethlisberger threw a handful of interceptions. Jacksonville won big, and then, of course, the Jags, Charles, they doubled down in the playoffs.
Yeah, they beat Pittsburgh again in Pittsburgh, 45-32, to advance to their 3rd AFC Championship game in franchise history. I like what you did there. A handful. 5 interceptions by Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he struggled in that first outing. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20.
72.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7, It's third down.
Here we go. Lucy.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Roethlisberger. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, here's Bortles.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Bortles now throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike 39, Lucy. 372. 11. 372. 372.
Bortles will try again on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height,
the Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
To throw is Bortles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2nd and goal from the 1. Stepping, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Joshua Dobbs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Bortles in the offense remains put on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th.
372. 77. Move.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On the move to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Throwing now is Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon down to the 25. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. Throwing is Bortles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. The 30, 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Bortles. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Lucy.
On 1st down, Bortles. And that is incomplete here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Doug Marrone has made the call. His guys are going for it. Bortles going to go on fourth down. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Bortles to throw on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Lucy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 39 that time.
Hey, 54, Ricky. 11B. Turn left.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Bortles will try again on second down. Flushed out right. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking it.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Lambeau will put this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete right side to McDonald. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Roethlisberger. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. A gain of 39 that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Bell. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Wells. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clear.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run it again with Fournette. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try to draw, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 19 yards that time for number 19. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now he'll throw deep left. It's caught at the 10. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. They give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now Roethlisberger eluding the pressure. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside. Pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. He'll get it up the middle. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They come out here in the eye. Here's Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Bortles got to have this one. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now a toss going left. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And now running right through it.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. A give to Bell. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Again, it's Bell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The give is to Bell. Oh, no, he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Fournette, and he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go, let's go. Lucy. Spread right, spread right, spread right.
Bortles to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Lucy.
The Jags do snap it. It's Bortles toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And down right near the 25. Able to break through that initial contact. Got him some extra yardage. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Hey, we got four down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Fournette, a first down, still going. Fournette fighting through. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
The pitch to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jaguars, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He say it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Yeah. Money back, money back, money back.